Good morning, everyone, or now afternoon. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime with a important case um, of missing. So I'm going to talk about Amber Shelton, who went missing December 9th here in Greensboro, North Carolina. First, I want to take a moment to say I'm sorry that I'm just now doing this on her because I promised people I would do this like a month ago, and I have just been overwhelmed with other things. And sorry I look so rough. I am getting over illness, so I'm doing this from basically my sick bed. But I wanted to make sure that her story is told. So Amber Shelton is 33 years old, and she went missing on December 9th, or so we think. Let me be clear on that. Um, Beautiful lady. Everyone loved her. She had great friends, great family, and there's no reason why she should be missing of her own accord. There should not be. And it's upsetting to talk about because, you know, this shouldn't be happening right now. And I think her case is one that's not being investigated fully because of bias, because of race, and because of homophobia. I'm going to put it out there. Because the officer that's investigating her case is taking everything about her from the woman who is her girlfriend, who's claiming she is not her girlfriend. And he's taking everything she is saying like it's gospel. And that's a problem right there. So we're going to start there. So she has friends. They're the ones that were giving me all this information about what's going on with her case. And it is awful, to say the least, that not more has been done. There's very little information about her right now. Um, her girlfriend, and her name is Sherry Mapp, and I'm gonna show you a picture of her too once I um, get to that point. She says they got into an argument and she left on foot because Amber didn't have a car. So she left and never came back. Now, Amber was about to lose her apartment where she was staying at the Nottingham Woods apartment complex. And so she had been recently gone through eviction court. But she left the house without her wallet, without her phone, and without a endorsed uncashed check for $1,200. Now, according to um, Sherry, she is telling the police that Amber had been depressed and possibly suicidal, and that she had also left with her gun. But here's the backstory on that. Sherry and Amber met about 9 months ago. They were together about a total of 7 months. She had moved in with um, Amber 2 months before she went missing. It was very evident based on social media, which is Instagram and I believe TikTok, that she was just done dealing with Sherry. And here's the other thing. Sherry is married. Sherry has a child. Sherry was still married when living with Amber. Now sit there and tell me her husband didn't have an issue with this. And now that Amber is gone, guess where Sherry is? Back with her husband, living in an apartment there in the same complex where Amber went missing from. Interesting, right? So she's there. She moves in. She starts controlling things Amber's doing. And Amber's telling her friends, I'm not happy. This is not fun for me. I've got screenshots of text messages back and forth between them. And you could tell she's just not a happy camper. Like, here's one right here. Let's see, that's not that one. Like, there's a text where she asked her friends, what are you up to? And they said, oh, we're outdoor dashing. Do you want to come along? And she says, no, I better not because that'll be an issue with her, meaning Sherry. Oh, here it is right here. She's like, are you busy today? I could really use time out of the house. So I can read you, show you the text. So this is what I'm reading from right here. See? See, 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 see. Okay. So it says, are you busy today? I could really use time out of the house. and they say, we out doing DoorDash, you want to ride? And then she says, never mind, I would want to, but I'm thinking now I leave, it's going to be more of a problem with her. And then the friend asks, you all having a spat? And she's like, yeah. And she just started living here too as well, so it's a very new adjustment. So this is dated October 7th. This is a little more than 2 months before she went missing. And then she said it's minor and trivial, but you know how that goes. So she's not even there. She's not even there maybe but a couple weeks, and they're already having issues. So, but what's interesting is Sherry made it very clear that she was in charge in this relationship. I mean, even the apartment complex was of the impression that they were a couple, and she was also going by the name of Shayla, which is weird because they have another, Amber and her friends have another friend named Shayla. So they thought it was odd that she was going by the name Shayla when her actual name is Sherry. And, they're on here it looks like it's X, or Twitter, because, Amber's code name is at BAMXCI, but then, she has another name on there. I'm not going to read that out. I mean, I'll show you. This is her Twitter, if you can see it. So the messages are, now why the F my cat page is not showing up now. The F is this twitching in my hand while I'm holding the phone. I'm the happiest depressed person you ever meet. And then any given random moment of the day in my head, hold on, ho, hold on, ho, hold on, ho, a. And then she says, now I'm hot. So that's just her. I mean, I'm not sure what the date on this is, but, oh, okay, October 5th. So this is 2 days before the other text that she had with her friends. Get out of this. So you can tell there was tension in that house, and it had been for some time. But what I have an issue with is never in the history of this woman's life, per family, per friends, per people who knew her, was this chick a depressed individual. Did she have moments of depression? Yes. Because life gets tough. I looked up her history in the e-courts. She had some financial troubles and this has been an ongoing issue for her for years. But she was never suicidal. She was never one to want to take her life. She was chill. She's like, okay, stuff sucks right now, but I'm going to go and do what I need to do and get this fixed. And this is what she did. So why is this officer only taking Sherry's word for what is happening in this situation? Why? Why are you telling people, oh, we're not a couple, but everybody else around you says you are? Why is this guy not looking into this further? Why is he not taking this chick and putting her in a room and sweating her ass to find out more of what's going on? Because in my opinion, she didn't have any problems with anybody else, but she did have issues with this girl, Sherry. So personally, I think Sherry is the number one suspect in this list because even though they may not, even though she claims they weren't a couple, it's obvious they were based on other social media posts I have. And yeah, she would be number one because in any missing person case or any case where somebody has disappeared or has possibly no longer alive, you look at their partners. You look at the people closest to them. This is who you look at. But this woman is literally, the Sherry Map chick is literally controlling the narrative on this by making it sound like that Amber was delusional, crazy, and suicidal and is possibly dead. Because not long after Amber went missing, she was in there trying to clean out the apartment. Because Amber's mother and an officer went in there and they said, what are you doing? And she said, well, Amber said I could have whatever I wanted. No, go. We don't know where Amber is, so you can't be touching that stuff. It's absolutely crazy why this happened. But that is Amber right there, also known as BAM, B-A-M. And that is the apartment complex she was living in. It's also the same one she went missing from. But I truly believe that, GPD is not investigating this because this is a missing black woman who happens to be gay. Because this detective, I mean, is doing F all of an investigation. Amber's sister is saying, "Oh no, he's still talking to her. We can't have her removed from the case because she's given them all the information, but all the information based on her perspective, based on what story she wants to be told." I mean, how does that even work? You know, let's see. Let me find a picture of her without her kid. That is Sherry Mapp. Remember that face. She knows more than what she is saying. She really does, in my opinion. I really think she does. Let's see. But who is married and then has a girlfriend too? That's a woman. I mean, you gonna sit there and tell me her husband was okay with this? I mean, I don't understand that at all. How she is living with Amber, with her child, with her husband. They're all living in this house or in this apartment, and he's just okay with it. He's just cool. He's like, whatever, you know, makes no sense at all. No sense at all. And they were recently married too. They haven't been married that long. They've been married maybe a couple years before she took up with Amber. And there he is. That's Khalif Map. That is the husband. So here's what I'm going to say. It is evident based on TikTok that they had, that Amber and Sherry had a intimate relationship. It's very evident. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They did. And my thing is, why is she not getting sweated more? That is what she needs to do. They need to sweat her big time and find out what's going on, because none of this makes any sense. Let's see, I already read that one. I'm trying to find the one where she called her. Let's see. Yeah, her TikTok name, or not TikTok, or Twitter name is Plain Jane. So that is the one that she goes by. Oh, like here we go. Um, like Amber posted this: still having sex with exes. Who did you wrong? Who did you wrong in the relationship is poor management rewarding bad behavior. So apparently, Amber knew that Sherry was still sleeping with her husband and they were still married. They weren't divorced or anything. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And here's the barber. There's a conversation going back and forth between the barber and one of her friends saying, now she claiming to have never been her girlfriend. They're talking about Amber and Sherry. And the barber's like, what? That's crazy, because they would definitely be in here kissing and holding hands like they were a couple. And the friend's like, yeah, that's the story. That the story got really weird. And they're like, yeah, she was playing daddy to the little boy. Right. They all lived together at one point. And the barber's like, are they investigating her at all? And they're like, nope. She's all about her husband and being a family. And as of now, they're telling us she's not a suspect. The police do not believe this woman is a suspect, because guess what? They didn't investigate her. And I'm sorry, everyone says if you are the intimate partner of somebody, you are number one suspect until you're no longer number one suspect. And from what I'm gathering on this, they've never investigated her whatsoever. So, Sherry Mapp, I'm calling your ass out. You know something. And I'm sorry, you're number one suspect in my book, and your husband's number two. So, GPD, you need to investigate both these people, because nobody just says, oh, my girlfriend went missing, I'm going to go back to my husband and live my life. No, that doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. No remorse, no sadness, nothing. Do something. GPD needs to do something, because this is absolutely ridiculous. The other thing that ticks me off is that I go to NamUs, which is the National Database for Missing People. Amber's picture, or Amber's file, is finally there. It got put up there at the end of December, but guess what's not there? A freaking picture. GPD on their Crime Stoppers website did not have a picture until one of her friends emailed them the picture. So why can't you upload that to the NamUs file? Because that's kind of important. That's my point. I'm pushing this out there because GPD is not doing their investigative due process on any of this. They're not doing any of it. And that is insane. Absolutely insane. This woman is missing. This woman has people who love her. This woman has people who care. Do your job, GPD, or get a different detective. Because I'm going to call it out again. You've got these small ass cities in Guilford County with their own individual police force that they keep saying, we don't have the budget, we don't have the manpower, yada, 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 yada. Okay, combine the police forces. Make it all one county force. Then you have all the people you need to investigate. I'm going to keep saying this and harping on this because this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So that's all I'm saying. Just take care of it because this woman needs to be found. Because if she did end up hurting herself, she'd be found by now. Now, the family seems to think she might be being trafficked. It's a possibility. I don't know. But you don't just disappear off the face of the earth. So let's go over the ones that have completely disappeared that nobody knows where the hell they are. So we've got Amber Shelton. We've got Elizabeth Jacobs. We've got Nadja Black. We've got Marissa Carmichael. They just found Dana Mustian on Thursday in a body of water, and she'd been missing for over a year. Why are all these people missing? Now you've got Jackalia Griffin, who's a minor, who there's no photo of her on her missing person report at all, and it seems like there's been no investigation done on her. Let's see, Taylor Waddell is another missing minor. So what is going on? What is going on? I think the FBI needs to be in here. I think the State Bureau of Investigation needs to be down here, and they need to do a deep dive into why these people are missing and what is happening. And I'm going to keep saying that. But like I said, when it comes back to Amber Shelton, in my opinion, Sherry Mapp and Cleve Mapp are the main suspects, and they need to be looked at. I truly believe that. So I've called them out. I've shown your picture. I've got more text messages. I might put a whole video and just put it up on YouTube with me ranting about this. But there you have it. There it is. And they need to do something. So this is Rebecca with Retro Crime. I'm going to hop off here. You all have a great day, and thank you again for tuning in. And I'm going to go back to bed and try to heal up because being sick sucks. But everybody have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.